Good evening everybody. Here are some photos of another successful relocation of the rectifier regulator on the Royal Enfields. These photos were sent to me by Mike Reddy. Hello Mike. He's bought some cables from me, the extension cables that I've been making, which enabled the rectifier regulator to be relocated to the front of the bike without any chopping of the wiring harness or soldering block connectors on and so on. I don't like modifications that involve snipping wires off and so on. So I've been making cables which are a straight plug and play fit, and they enable easily installed, which enable the rectifier to be moved to the front of the bike. Now I put my email address in my videos, as I have done for this one, and therefore I receive emails regularly from people. Some people have said, well, why do people do this? They've obviously not watched my previous videos. Not that that's a crime, they probably fell asleep during them. But the reasoning behind it is that the rectifier regulator converts AC current from the alternator, three-phase, into direct current to charge the bike battery and run things when the bike's running. But any excess charge current that's coming off the alternator, once the battery is fully charged, needs to go somewhere. So it either fries the battery or the regulator dissipates the excess charge through heat. So that component gets hot and it dissipates that heat through the cooling fins. Now the stock location of the rectifier regulator on the Royal Enfields is under the bike, attached to a hot engine, often sandwiched between the engine and the evap cartridge. In my own case and many others, we have put the evap system where it belongs, which is in the nearest dustbin, because it's useless. So even without the evap cartridge, it's not a good location under the bike, 4 inches, 5 inches from the road. In my case, I got chain grease on it, thrown off the chain, which was like glue, and then all the cooling fins get blocked and they burn out. So I receive emails, I say regularly, every couple of days I'll get tales of woe from people all over the world whose rectifier regulators have burned out. The notable cases recently are one person who is on his 4th rectifier regulator in only 1,700 kilometres, believe it or not. Somebody else, it was the 4th in 7,500 miles. Somebody's been through 3 in 17,000 miles. And one poor bloke took his bike from the UK to Athens, his rectifier regulator packed in. He took it to a Royal Enfield dealer who said, oh, it's the block terminals, and snipped them all off. Just soldered the wires together. It didn't cure the problem, and the poor bloke got home by buying a spare bike battery and relay charging batteries in his hotel room, and swapping the battery and seeing how far he got on each battery until it went flat, and then swapping the battery over. Now, the forums, I understand, are awash with comments from people saying, you know, rectifier regulator, a very, very common problem. So that's the logic behind this. That is now mounted at the front of the bike in a cool airflow, away from road muck, away from chain grease. No modifications to the wiring, no irrevocable modifications, you know, you can just plug it in and unplug it. So that's what it's all about. So Mike has done this along with many, many other people now. Mine rectifier is still fine, and time will tell, but the longevity of this component I think will be increased by not being where it is when you buy the bike or acquire the bike. So there you have it. Well done, Mike. Well done on the bracket. To all of those riders out there, if you're out today, as I was, take care, and may your rectifiers last as long as possible, located where they may be. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.